day. Claim the day in the name of Lord. Whatever you're going to do, claim the day. All right? So you'll have a wonderful morning. I look on.
Thank you, Moses.
Hey, let me just say good morning to my friend in the UK. Blessed morning to you, my darling, to both you and my lady friend there, also in the UK. Blessed morning. And to my friend there in Philadelphia, good morning to you, my darling. Love you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Go on.
Thank you. Right, so we go to the ads. I guess we have a music video coming up. And then, as I said, when we come back from the ad set, we will get into the discussion.
Thanks, Mom. It smells delicious. And it tastes even better.
As a mother, I love to see and hear the joy that comes from my cooking and baking. And thanks to Blue Band, I can spread that joy everywhere, even to my mother-in-law.
Sherry, darling, this is... really tasty.
Spread joy everywhere with Blue Band.
Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So real, get that perfect smile. Beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Yeah, Pennywise, more to love. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love.
National Congress of Incorporated Spiritual Baptist Organization of Trinidad and Tobago. Liberation 2021 continues
to celebrate the 70th anniversary
of the repeal of the Draconian Prohibition Ordinance
of 1917.
Fulfilling our spiritual liberation. We carry out liberation observances on the IWER stage at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 14th of April 2021 with the Archdiocese of Garizon, Shouter and Baptist churches under the service leadership of Bishop Jules Gemma and Bishop Philip Placide, together with His Eminence, Patriarch Dr. Stephen F. Julian,
His Grace Archbishop Anthony Ansel Goodrich,
and King Shepherd Ray M.S. Braffett.
See you there, Jesus loves.
Residential customers, now is the time. Whether you're looking for unlimited internet to stream video content, video chat, or shop online, or you want an HD lineup to watch your favorite shows, we've got you covered. All at an affordable price. All you have to do is sign up for our internet or cable TV packages, pay 9 months in full, and get 3 additional months absolutely free. And that's not all. You can win a further 3 months of free service plus a hamper weekly. So if you're a residential customer, now is the time. Enjoy our internet and cable TV packages, all at an affordable price. Call 224-G-DOT for more details. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives. Promotion approved by the NLCB.
Len Capital Certificates is a passive income service company located at Princess Margaret Street in San Fernando and 5th Street South Woodbrook. At Len Capital, investing is made simple. You invest with us. We make the investments and then you collect returns either monthly or yearly. We have 5 different options you can choose from, and each investment option comes with different benefits starting from TT $5,000. For more information, contact 399-0307. Len Capital Certificates. It's all about you. Let's come together in support of our fellow Caribbean brothers and sisters of St. Vincent in their time of need.
We at the Street 919 FM would like to ask the public of TNT.
Join us. Anyone wishing to join us can drop off items at the Street 919 FM front office located at number 56A Maraval Road in Port of Spain. Let's come together as one.
At Health and Wealth Lifestyle, we offer a wide range of services: blood analysis, iridology, acupuncture, foot detox, foot massages, gua sha, hot stone therapy, fire therapy, legs and feet massage therapy, mineral scrubs, acrotherapy, cupping.
We also have a wide variety of supplements: silver, zinc and magnesium, body light, and lots more.
We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle operate our business in a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. We frequently sanitize our compound and abide by all the COVID guidelines that are currently in place.
So come on down to Health and Wealth Lifestyle, where we treat you like family. Book your appointment today. Call us at 1-868-275-8359.
Or 1-868-288-1108.
And remember, your health is your wealth. And prevention is always better than medication.
When you text on the Street 919 FM, you can win weekly fabulous prizes. Text to win. Using your B-Mobile or Digicel handset, text your name to 9191, which allows you to win. One winner will be selected every Friday at 5 p.m. Listen, text, and win. You can also view live streams on Facebook at The Street 919 FM and YouTube at The Street 919 FM. Text to win on The Street 919 FM.
Jason?
Yes?
I'm watching the house plan.
Yes?
What are all these little rooms?
The children's rooms.
So much? Look, let me plan the family.
Dreaming of building your home? TTMF has the ideal team to help you realize your dream. With up to 90% bridge financing for construction and much more help available, TTMF is your ideal mortgage partner. Visit us online or call today. TTMF, from here to home.
Together we are fun. When we're together, we are great. Whether on the road or home, now is the time to take a break. The greatest flavors, hand in hand, hold back hunger all the way. Working, lime and Dixie all the way. Share the good times, work till the moonlight. When it comes to snack, no matter the mood, there's a Dixie for that.
Introducing new Dixie Spicy Cheese. Grab a pack today.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Luis Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Right. Welcome back, and thank you for staying locked to the Street 919 FM. As I would have indicated earlier, we were having, just some little technical issues, but it's for the most part been sorted out, and so we can get on with today's program. So I would have just seen on Facebook where there has been another major volcanic explosion in St. Vincent, which would have happened just about 10 minutes or so ago. So apparently St. Vincent is really having a go at it. Yeah. So it seems, notwithstanding all of the relief, more relief might be needed, because it really hey boy, wow. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Is it 91.9?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I am just calling to say hello this morning. I'm Sweden, and I have concerns for what's going on in St. Vincent.
Yes.
Is the green areas also covered with now? You don't have any more green areas?
You could repeat that?
The green areas that they had previously, are they covered with ash now?
Yes.
There's no more green areas?
Well, from what I saw this morning, a lot of the green areas covered in ash.
Okay.
A lot of their livestock and vegetation has been affected.
Wow. So does that mean at the end they will have to be evacuated from there, or it can be remedied?
Well, I'm not sure, because as I just mentioned, we would have seen on Facebook there was just another major volcanic eruption about 10 minutes ago. So I guess it's to see the impact that would have on the country, depending on how significant it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have to continue with our prayers for them, and there must be some way out.
Yes.
I understand too that 91.9 is collecting stuff from people who want to donate.
Yes, I believe Sharon was coordinating that.
No, I heard the whole station.
Right.
Like
So,
the station.
right.
Is it? How do you do that? Just bring the stuff there.
Bring it stuff, yeah.
Yeah, you can just bring it and drop it off at the station. Yes.
All right. And I have one other question. Does he know anything about Brother Sterling? I'm not hearing him at all for the longest while.
Oh. Well, now that you mention it, I haven't heard from him in a while.
Nobody knows?
The issue with Brother Sterling, I think, is the phone.
Yeah,
okay. It's his phone, but he himself is okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
That was another concern of mine.
Yes.
Have a good day.
You too.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Right, so I know I saw, Bruce, where they, I think a couple of the major cruise ship companies were sending cruise ships in the first instance to do some evacuation and then to house people.
Yeah, but what the Prime Minister was saying this morning in the article, that a lot of people don't want to leave.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the problem. And a lot of people, he say probably about a dozen people or so don't want to leave the red zone.
They want to stay with their homes.
They are farmers. He also mentioned that some of them, because they planted little herbs, they don't want to leave. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I mean, you're in the red zone, so that is full danger. So I don't know what. I don't think they're going to stay though. Well, especially with the pyroclastic flow.
Yeah. Well, based on, again, from what I just saw, it appears that we have a serious eruption that just took place, which means more ash. So they may not have a choice.
That is it.
Yeah, because if we remember what would have happened to Montserrat a few years ago, where practically most of Montserrat was covered in ashes. It looked like Pompeii from how many centuries ago. Yeah. All right, well, I wonder how that is going to impact on our Defense Force personnel who are on their way across there, as well as citizens who they're supposed to be bringing back, because they're going over there for a few days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait and see, huh? So, like I said, I keep getting my updates.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there was some people, I saw a guy, a clip on Facebook, Bruce, with a guy from some one of those other Caribbean countries. I can't remember if it was Grenada or Dominic or whatever, and he's saying that he's prepared to take in Vincentians, but only women, and he can accommodate 2 women. So no men allowed, because his house isn't configured for men, so he's just prepared to take in 2 women. So it seems that they are opportunists. Yeah. But on another note, I saw where the vaccines were supposed to come in yesterday from India, but there was a delay. Yeah.
I was seeing that on the Express, you know, but I didn't get a chance to get into the story.
Yeah, they didn't give too many details as to what was the cause of the delay, but for those of us who are monitoring what's happening in India, India is now has now become the #1 country for the highest daily increase in infections. Yesterday was 161,000 new cases. They have surpassed Brazil. 161,000 yesterday. So the pharmacy of the world is the Serum Institute isn't even able to keep up with demand for India, because apparently with the rollout of the vaccines, people in India have started to become complacent, and they're seeing significant increases now, daily increases. You have a lot of hospitalizations and so on. And then yesterday, if you were listening to the press briefing here, where there's an increase in the number of persons in ICU in Trinidad. Yeah. Again. And it's big people we're dealing with,
This is the thing. Everybody's under the impression that, the cases were going down.
Yeah.
We reach single digits. So now is the time to just get complacent, play the fool, do whatever we want.
Yeah, because the minister was saying just about 3 weeks ago, our daily 7-day rolling average was about 4 to 5 new cases a day. Now we're up to 32. That's an 800% increase in the space of about 2 weeks.
Yesterday wasn't 50-something?
Huh?
Yesterday
37 yesterday.
And day before, Sunday was 50-something?
Yeah, it was 59. I think that would have been Saturday or something like that. So we went from 82, we're now over 500 cases. But at least on the vaccination side, I think they vaccinated so far about 8,600 people, which is about half of what they would be able to vaccinate based on the 33,000 doses that we would have gotten. So probably by the end of this week, that 33,600 would have been used up.
It's waiting for the second batch.
For the second batch. Well, at least the response from persons is good. You know.
Yeah, lots of people now, so they say that NWRHA had to double up the vaccination site. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So we just need to continue with the protocols now, people, and let me get out of this thing now. But we was going so good.
We're going good, but you see, Bruce, on the other hand, when it is that you have so-called influential people who every day making lives and talking a pack of nonsense, and there are people who actually listen to this garbage, you know, especially this one who said that in order for us to believe that the virus is really deadly, that Dr. Rowley must not survive. Right?
Boy.
He's the same one who last year around the same time was calling for Dr. Rowley and the Minister of National Security and the Minister of Health to be charged with their election of duty and all kind of thing because they are following Carnival. Right? And this thing was so serious. Now, a year later, you're telling people that it's not that serious. That we should relax the mask mandate. And this not making sense and that not making sense, that I could go to a wedding and drink alcohol, but I can't go in a restaurant and sit out with my family and have a glass of wine and all kind of nonsense. And people buying into that. This man has a significant following and wouldn't admit that his candlelight movement or whatever it is, all the vigils that they were having would have contributed to the rise in numbers that we see now.
Oh, yes.
He would never admit to that.
Of course not. No way he'll admit to that. But then again, we hear every day trying to tell people to do the right thing and they just undoing it. Aye.
And it's amazing that people are inclined to listen to that kind of garbage rather than to do the right thing. And they fail to understand that when the government says that you need to continue to wear your mask and social distance and all of that, you might argue and say, you think, look at Dr. Rowley, he good. It's not about that. The fact of the matter is that you could be asymptomatic and you go home and you have elderly parents.
People don't understand what I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you, every day I'm on the ground. Every day I'm seeing it. Everybody wearing their mask like if it's a chin covering.
Yeah.
And then you want to come up in people's face and talk.
So you're only keeping it so in case the police pass, you can pull it up quick.
Yeah.
Right? But otherwise than that.
People need to get charged for wearing their mask improper.
Yeah.
That is what needs to start to happen. But as for the the vaccines that's coming from India, 40,000 shots from India now expected today. Bad weather blamed for vaccine delay. Bad weather has delayed the arrival of 40,000 COVID-19 vaccines from India to Trinidad and Tobago. However, according to the Indian High Commission, in Trinidad, the vaccines could arrive today. The shipment was supposed to arrive yesterday. According to the designated airlines, due to inclement weather, the flight carrying the vaccines, a gift from India to Port of Spain, could not land in Miami yesterday as scheduled before, the Commission advised in a release. However, the flight has landed in Miami today, and the airlines will convey the new schedule of arrival in Port of Spain as soon as they work out the required flight clearance with concerned TNT authorities. It is expected that the vaccines could arrive in Port of Spain tomorrow, it stated. The Health Ministry's Principal Medical Officer, Dr. Miriam Abdul-Richards, also acknowledged the gift of the 40,000 vaccines from India. We have not received this vaccine as yet, but the actual importation date has been delayed due to extenuating circumstances or circumstances beyond our control. The Ministry of Health will provide updates once a confirmed date is given, said Abdul Richards at the Health Ministry's virtual news conference yesterday. So,
right. So now we know what was the cause.
Bad weather.
Yeah. So that's another 20,000 persons who could be vaccinated. So we're looking at about 36,000. A far cry from what needs to be vaccinated, but At least.
But these what we're receiving from India is the same AstraZeneca?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's really good. So then this time frame, see when the expiration date is, and we'll know how to move from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's why
sense.
that's why they're suggesting that the 33,600 that we would have gotten from COVAX, that you should just vaccinate 33,600 people, and then they could get the second dose from
this 40,000.
from the India 40,000. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I sent you 2 pictures there just now, Bruce, on WhatsApp. Or should I send it directly to the...
Send it directly now. Let me see how it pulls up there, and we try to...
Right. Another display of UNC hypocrisy, right? Yeah, let me get it. Yeah. These people, their hypocrisy knows no limits, no bounds. Let me see here. Street. Bear with us, sir, just now. You know, I like to... We always like to show you all stuff here, right? This one. All right, so I send that one, and then I'm going to send the other one now. All right, so let me take a call in the meantime while we setting that up, so you all could see for yourself. I always talk about UNC hypocrisy. Right, let me see here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Bruce Wade.
Morning, sir.
Did he call WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Caller, your connection is not that good.
We're not hearing too well. So I'll call us direct. So we take a couple of your calls, folks, in the meantime while we're just setting up this here so that you could take a look at UNC hypocrisy at its best. 3420081 4665391. So, it up there? All right.
Right, so...
Right. So for those of you who...
So what I need you to do, Dominic...
Yes, sir.
You would click cut.
Cut, right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And then click 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Right.
So you can go on our Facebook page, Street 919 FM, or you can check us out on YouTube, and you'll see the picture that we have up right now.
Yes. All right, let me see here. All right, so I'm going to take this call in the meantime. Hello, good morning.
Morning to you, sirs.
Good morning.
I want to highlight something. There's a vampire in Tawakeet is mourning the death of a vampire in England. This is what he said yesterday. So, have a good day, gentlemen.
Thank you. Right. So, so we have a picture, and for those of you who are online, we have 2 pictures here. All right. As I said before, UNC hypocrisy at its best. You already recall that just about 2 weeks ago or so, the UNC was taking Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi to task because he would have attended some event at a private location. I believe it was a private studio that is owned by Soca Star Voice. And they had an arm wrestling competition between Superintendent Alexander and a gentleman who goes by the name of Johnny Bravo. And Mr. Al-Rawi was chastised for not wearing a mask during the event. They called a whole press conference one Sunday morning for Wade Mark to call for the Attorney General to be fired and for him to be charged and so on. And then subsequent to that, the next day when they had the Monday night forum, they would have every speaker kept dealing with that, talking about that. The chorus was, Faris is a lawmaker by day and a lawbreaker by night. And one of the persons that you're seeing on screen now, he was one of the voices that was very critical of Mr. Al-Rawi, repeating that mantra, lawmaker by day and lawbreaker by night. But this is, what you're seeing here is photos from a session, some webinar or something that he would have had last week. And as you notice in the photo here, there are 3 people. The Member of Parliament for Princestown, Barry Padarat, and a medical doctor by the name of Dr. Radley Ramdan, a doctor, and Councillor Derek Mathura, who is the chairman of the finance committee for the Princestown Regional Corporation. None of them are wearing masks. And you notice the close proximity in which all three of them are sitting, right? So this is picture number 1. We have picture number 2, which is taken from the same event. This is the production team who's in the same room in which this event was taking place. And notice the gentleman with his arms crossed, no mask. The guy next to him, no mask. The guy next to him is wearing the mask on his chin. Then the guy behind appears to be wearing his mask on his chin as well. But apparently Wade Mark didn't see that.
Of course not.
No. None of these people should be charged. They don't know about that, right? So the question has been asked, attention, Wade Mark, fake Mark, wear the mask. Barry, you have no issue with that? You were in the room. You didn't see all these people not wearing masks? So apparently it had no COVID there. COVID was not an issue there, right? Hypocrisy at its best.
At its best.
If hypocrisy was an organization, it would definitely be the UNC. But of course, Mr. Oh my gosh! He had nothing to say about that. He wouldn't talk about that. Garth Christopher wouldn't talk about that. But you'll post up on your Facebook page about Paris is a lawbreaker and all of this, and it's one rule for one and one rule for the next. Where is Suzette Lower? She wouldn't talk about this either, right? Bunch of hypocrites. Waste that time. How we mark it? We'll leave it up for a little bit. So we continue to take your calls, folks, at 3420081 and 4665391. Let me see here. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Yes, good afternoon. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Bruce meeting. Are you talking about that the thing with Barry Prado? With kind of thing with Barry Prado?
Yeah.
Hello?
Caller? Yeah, we're hearing you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Are you talking about that that so-called image with Barry Prado? That some other people sitting down in some studio?
Yes.
I thought so. Yeah, right. You know, it's a bunch of hypocrisy, hypocrites, and a few thanks to that fact, you see, ever since the authorities announced about the vaccine, and then hype up by the other side, saying that the Indian vaccine is very important.
Yes.
A lot of people dropped the ball, and this thing started all in Central. Well, actually, let me just say, the genesis of this so-called spike in COVID thing started with the so-called infamous, this is my opinion, this candlelight vigil.
Yes.
And all these so-called fly-by-night zessa parties, along with well-known so-called restaurants who have secretive base underground, and police have to find them and run people outside from this thing. You know, sometimes I think people in this country too hard, they don't understand this thing at all. And all the progress. And then I think there's a lot of hatred for this government, because we was doing so well. We was the number one thing in handling the COVID case,
Yeah.
But apparently there's certain people who just want to see this thing collapse, and I don't know, they want to kill what a good quarter of this population in this country, boy. It's very unfortunate.
Yes.
And like I said, Dominic, like I said again, I have a question I took to Sharon Felix yesterday. I think we need to talk to the caretaker or the former MP of Moruga Tiburon, does to see what is going on now. Okay? Because of real nonsense. You have a blessed day.
You too.
Mm-hmm.
Open your hearts. Those of you who can open your doors, do so as well. Because I mean, if Venezuela, a country that has been struggling for more than a year now, is able to make such a magnanimous donation to St. Vincent, I think we could match that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my financial group.
Morning, sir.
Bruce Wade. From Trinidad. Good morning, my brother. Mother, good morning, wherever you are. Male guru, female guru, grandmother in Tobago, Mr. Landy, everybody. Dominic, thank you very much again this morning.
Yes, sir.
Because we seem to fail to realize how fortunate we are. I listened to a man yesterday. When we talk, how you describe them, Dominic?
Who's that, the literati?
Yes. Because they told Mr. Manning, when Mr. Manning was spending something like 34 million or 42 million, that debt to GDP was too high.
Yes.
2010. So we expected that when you come into office, there is no way. This is for a man they call reporter, right? And so we're not just talking to make up time on a radio station to try to fight on an individual. We're talking facts. So you understand where I'm going because you're my financial guru. So they told Mr. Manning that he was spending too much money. That was their argument, not so, sir?
Yes.
Right? And the citizens gave them 29 seats because they sing for Junums, for Holleran and Privat. And after that, they gave it Call the Heart. And Call the Heart came back to Trinidad and they did nothing to Call the Heart. Not so?
Correct.
Right? And they took my budget from 43 billion all the way to 65 billion. Not so?
Yes.
They had the highest oil revenues ever in history of Trinidad and Tobago. Not so?
Correct.
And they went and borrowed because you are supposed to put money in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund when the oil price exceeds a certain amount.
Yeah, once the actual price is above what was budgeted.
What you were budgeted for.
Yes.
They spend all.
Yes.
And left my grandchildren, not my children, my grandchildren in a debt.
Yes.
And I ain't see them yet. That we have to pay, you hear what I'm saying, Mr. Reporter? That we have to pay, my grandchildren have to pay for the same money that we are spending for the citizens today in this pandemic. Not so, sir?
Correct.
When we should have already have that saved years ago from our oil revenues. The UNC borrowed money to put on our Heritage and Stabilization Fund. That is one that you can't wipe off the books. As a government that's telling me about management, I go on, enjoy your morning. I have plenty to say, but I go on, enjoy your day, my brother.
You too, sir. So you got the other one? I sent a video of what's taking place right now in St. Vincent. Right, but we also have to spare thought not just for St. Vincent but also for Barbados as well, because they too have been experiencing some tribulation with that ash. So much so that I saw a video where 4:30 in the evening in Barbados was like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, and with this latest eruption, it appears they're gonna end up facing the same situation again. So no relief, no setup.
Send the video to me.
Huh?
Send the video to me.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dominic. Morning, Bruce.
Morning, sir.
Sharon, morning. Dominic, on Facebook, I was reading Guardian Media put out an article about the underworld. They talk about the kingpins and Mr. Big, the business owners and them who has legitimate business but conducting fraudulent business on the sideline.
Right.
And how it works and how they control gangs on both sides. The Rasta City and the other one of those things. And they went and they talk about they have even professionals scuba divers that dive below ships and to get drugs and guns and things and all these things they talk about.
Yeah.
They even mentioned that some gang members having state contracts, but that one a little technical because they talk about these people, the government do surveillance over a period, I think is over a year. But I remember Guardian Media printed something like that before. But apparently they do more surveillance and get more information. And because information is not evidence, if a gang member that you believe to be a gang member applies for a contract in his area and you don't give it to him, you got enough money to go and get a lawyer. And he call it, all right, it's a big thing, he will still get it. So, but what they have to do is, instead of bring them down, you have to go at the top, since you know these sources on them. Now, these guys, and see that printed too, will be watching this, but they're so deep in it, they just can't let that go just so. Hence the reason now, you see the anti-gang bill, that is going to bring down a lot of kingpins. Because the anti-gang bill, ain't just go after the fellas and them who the after product of what the drug coming through the Mr. Biggs and them, you know. It's going to bring all of them in a circle and bring all of them together, because when evidence starts to come out on how the trade is being run and you involved, although you sitting down in our office and never went in no see or in no dark trace to conduct any business to anybody because you have people doing that for you. Because of the anti-gang bill, I could tie that into you. And then you will see the kingpins coming down. That's the reason why you notice the opposition don't want to deal too much with the anti-gang bill. And I had to bring in the opposition into that because I keep asking myself, and trying to figure I've been asking that ever since. Why would you scrap the national security apparatus and put Rishmi, especially the part where they do it spying? And I keep telling people, when you spy, you get information. You have to build a case. And if the build a case, you have to have evidence, and you have to have somebody to squeal, to talk. So having the witness protection program implemented and up and running real good, so you could really secure your witness on them. And even though if like long time you just get rid of the witness and the case go drop, they're changing all of that. So what the government is really doing is building an establishment that can work, not to really go up, because they try to go behind the small man and them, and most of the time them first and don't last more than 5 years, 10 years, because they always fight for the throne. So you going after them to try to build a case to go after the thing there, and the fellas and them on top still thinking, because when you get wiped out, the next man take over, they deal with the next man, and they deal with this one, and they deal with that, because it always has somebody in the ranks who know what is happening. But if you go behind them as the anti-gang, you start to bring down the gangs and them start to, with the evidence and thing before them, and you start to fingers start to point at the businessmen and them who actually funding that drive to bringing drugs into Trinidad and rallying and funding the debt told, because the article also spoke that these people could call hit, and they do call it. As a matter of fact, if you really go in depth into life sport, you'll understand what's going on inside life sport. A lot of things, because life sport has spent how much billions of dollars that life sport ended up spending, where that money went. And we had a reckless government who would have scrapped these things, implemented nothing. All because all your logic is that they spying on people and innocent people. They call 1 or 2 or 3 names and they have a list of names and then they go quiet with that. Up to now, certain people want to know what it was about and what more information from that. So, and let me leave with this. If I have been scratching your back, you have to scratch my back. And if you're not scratching my back, I'm going to bring you down. And if I don't want to be brought down, I will fight tooth and nail not to be brought down. Because I'll already start to play with the puppies and I'm being bitten by the fleas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Colin.
The volume on the ads.
Okay.
Right, so let me see if I can get this.
But you know, Bruce, even not to minimize what's taking place. Even in catastrophe, nature could be a beautiful thing. I mean, you're looking at some of these photos, and yes, it's bad, but by the same token, I don't know, it have some kind of an appeal, you know. So, right. So we're putting up running a video here that was just posted on Facebook by someone in St. Vincent, and you're seeing what's happening as we speak. Yeah. So there's another ash cloud that you're seeing, billowing there from the eruption that would have taken place less than an hour ago. It's said to be another major one, and it's causing some consternation in St. Vincent, just when they thought that perhaps there might have been some let-up. The volcano is showing that it intends to continue to give them some trouble there. So, yeah, we continue to send out our prayers to the people of St. Vincent, but not just prayers alone. Whatever you could contribute to the effort would be appreciated. Remember, the Street 919 FM would be coordinating its own relief efforts here, so you can, if you want to make donations, you can drop it off downstairs. We're on Maraval Road, and there are a number of other institutions as well who are collecting stuff. Let me see. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, Andrew, morning.
Yeah, sorry for that. Sorry for that. I'm listening to God with Kamala Prasad, the Prasad, the UNC. But they drove me back sometime last year. I saw the host on TV6 was interviewing the Minister of Energy, and he was going back to the 2012. And the minister said, so why I must go back to 2012? I must go back to 2012 to please him. And I said to please the host. And that reminds me, look how long O'Halloran did, about 40-something years. Dr. William died about 40-something years too. And they continue pushing these things, bringing up these things to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You see, they feel, the UNC feel that people getting more stupid, you know. They feel the people in the country getting senile, you know. So they keep pushing these things in front of people like if we are goatish. You understand? But they don't know. More they do that, is more they will never get back into power in this country because they take us as fools. All of us is fools, and let me be honest, why thing it have in Trinidad? They will stay right there. And in the political sea, they're drunk. Because I know, when you see drunk, you know, because if you check Dr. Rowley, all the holes cork, you know. That's why they have a hate for Dr. Rowley, you know. He plug every hole that they could have passed through. Every hole. You see the anti-gang bill, they didn't want to pass it. And they stirred up Parliament. Why see they stirred up Parliament? Because that hasn't happened. And that bill passed. That they could deal with them. That they could deal with them. Have a blessed day.
Right, so we still have on screen for those of you who are joining us online. But we have video footage of what is actually taking place as we speak in St. Vincent. I think so, yeah.
Don't call for help, if you understand what I'm showing you. Because you'll be in danger, and who coming to help you? Or you get out of the zone, please. It can have nothing material to be saved than a life, if you understand what I'm saying. Your life is more important than the house. All the furnishings were inside the house, the car. You hear what I would like you to see or hear? Just as they're saying there right now, you see the animals. I hope that before the first eruption, they did remove animals from around that whole red zone area so that they have a chance of life still. And people, according to what is going on, they vex sometimes to say that how we stretching out our hand and we should do it first home. But I know stretching out your hand, we'll get more hands to help us. And one more thing, you know the Galleons Passage?
Yes.
That was considered as a river boat and a boat can sail, but it traveled over 6,000 miles to reach home in its destination here.
Yes.
And now you see what it is being used for to reach St. Vincent and come back. Thank you very much, Dominic and Bruce.
Thank you, sir. But of course, those that are opposed to the government will never give them credit for that. They will beat their chest and say, well, you see, it's a good thing we had built the Cuba hospital because all they could have used it now for COVID. But they wouldn't say, well, you see, it's a good thing only by the Galleons Passage because now it could be used for relief efforts, given the fact that air traffic has ground to a halt in St. Vincent. And so any way of getting in or out of St. Vincent is by sea. So, yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dominic.
Morning.
Sharon. Morning. Just now, let me turn down this thing here. Yes. Dominic?
Morning.
Yes, how are you all?
I am good.
Yeah, well, we ain't getting you all on radio around 25 past 7, so...
Uh-huh.
Know how it is.
Now,
I I have to tell you first, concerning this quarantine with our Prime Minister.
Yes.
And the understanding of learned people. I thank Almighty God for my parents who sent me to school, to elementary school, not high school, not law school, not medical school, to understand what the medical doctors are telling us every 3 times a week, plus other times. And to understand what this COVID is going to do and what you should do and what you shouldn't do, whatever it is. That's how God I could understand. And the point is, yesterday I went to collect medications, fill my prescription.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, ask the nurses if I can get my vaccine, because we did send out WhatsApp to make an appointment. They told me yes. So I got my vaccine yesterday, thank God. I had to wait for it to come from quite where. Who said that it coming already, and many by that we may take or what. But anyhow, I got it, and I pray and ask the Lord to help me not to get any side effects. And up to this morning, I feel just as though I felt yesterday, 2 weeks ago, months ago, and everything.
Nice.
No pain or anything, not even at the site. This morning I had to touch his side to see if he really has any pain.
Right.
Right. So I thank Almighty God for that.
Excellent.
Yes. And, I just talked about my vaccination paper.
Yeah.
The first one I took was the 30th of March, 1939.
Wow.
And I have one more to take a few weeks to get to come. So all these years I'm living with all the vaccinations that passed in this country. And I'm still alive. And all the side effects, and they tell us every drug has a side effect.
Yes.
So, we have to live with it. And if you want to comply and to live, you just do what is being offered to you free of charge. Okay?
Yes.
So I thank Almighty God for my condition this morning, and our Prime Minister, I thank God every day. Even before he took sick, I've been praying, and I'm still praying for him and all his ministers and everybody else.
But Miss Crosby, you're good to keep that vaccination card so long?
No, let me tell you. I had it, but I did I print it over.
Right.
Because the other one was kind of soft.
Mm-hmm.
So what I intend to do, with a little piece of it leave, they are going to clip it on to that one.
Right.
One. Right. I have records, I have records. I have records of family who born since 1823 and all them times.
Wow.
From my grandfather that he was keeping a book. So that is it. So you all have a good day, and I hope everybody else will look to go and take the vaccine. And this is the communications that we're free to know. Everybody giving their opinion and saying that is medical and that is whatever it is.
Yes.
So some of them who they somewhere. They're talking. They don't even know the difference between endemic, pandemic, quarantine, and what it is, and to get sick and whatever it is.
Right.
But they're running their mouth and saying this and saying the other, and saying about the Prime Minister this, Prime Minister that. But whatever it is. Anyhow, I don't know. I didn't give myself time to talk all this time. Okay then, right. You all have a good day.
You
Bye.
too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I see that the ads are coming up, so we may have time for just one more quick call before we go to the ads. Hello, good morning.
Hey, Dominic, morning.
Good morning, sir.
You know, my grandmother now remind me.
Hey.
There was a group of people who stayed away from the parliament on Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this logic. But this same group of people was making noise with the vaccine.
Yes.
So why these people didn't go and get the vaccine so they could go to the parliament and do people's business? Up to now, let me take it yet.
Yeah, and Rodney Charles was saying he don't want to go out in a coffin.
They do what you want from where we get this one from? From some Indonesia country,
yeah,
Ireland or somewhere, something like North Korea. Anyhow,
yeah.
So I wonder if they're waiting for the one from India.
Well, probably.
So let me see. Enjoy your day.
You too, sir. Right, so we have the ads coming up in just over a minute. So we would, the routine, we would play for you a music video, then we'll run the ads, and then we'll come back. Coming up at the 8:30 time slot, we have the NLCB Playway Pick of the Day. So we invite you to get your numbers ready to call in so that you could share with us, and, maybe somebody might pull the correct mark and people could win some monies today. But, as persons were talking just now about Dr. Rowley, yesterday he would have tested, would have done a test, and again he would have shown still have the coronavirus. He's still positive. But imagine that there are people out there who are saying that it is a lie. People like the Tupel man who want to see documentary evidence to prove that Dr. Rowley did in fact contract the COVID virus. And there are others who are questioning and saying that it was just a hoax, that it was a lie so that he wouldn't have to take the vaccine. Because, you realize that for something like that, you're implicating the chief medical officer, the minister of health, other medical personnel who would be in that circle, basically implying that all these people are lying just so that Dr. Rowley wouldn't take the vaccine. And that making sense, right? But yet still in India, where you have the virus now raging, where they making the vaccine, their prime minister took the vaccine a month and a half after they started their vaccination exercise. But we go to the ads and stay locked. We will be back in a short. So don't touch your dial.
What's that big running down $1 million and one girl out there? When they got one, you want the queen, queen, you want the queen, queen, so let me see them, you want the queen, one drop, let me go, let me know, how much queen I can pull from the pack, 1 girl, 2 girl, 3, give me a queen that could hang the jack, shuffle up the back, every queen must have the king back, no waste girl energy, you see that queen I could have nearly back, that is the one for, you are the queen, you are the queen, queen, so let me see them, you are the queen, you are the queen, let me tell them I like it, because you're hot and steamy, you touch road and the man them dreamy, yeah, because you're hot and steamy, yeah, you touch road and the man them dreamy, you're looking good tonight, make some noise, wonderful. I find in society, we don't honor, we don't love the women, we don't honor and love the queens. I think we need to show some more respect to our queens. You agree with me? Say yeah. Nice. And this song is not about your significant other alone. Your queen could be your mother, your grandmother, your aunt. And this is the reason why I write this next verse. Alright? Let me go. One drop. You is a blessing to the world and you know that. Appreciate all the love when you show that. My God, in your madness, whole facts. Love stronger than elements. My mindset on you. I don't know what to do. Hope my wish come true. And that's why you are the queen. You are the queen. You are the queen. You are the friend. You are the queen. You are the queen. Because you're hot and steamy, you touch road and you man them dreamy, yeah, because you're hot and steamy, you touch road and you man them dreamy, yeah, you are the queen, you are the queen, so let me see them.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for the Ray of Light Radio Ministry every first and third Thursday of the month from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight on the Street 919 FM. Let your light shine before men that they may see your good work and glorify your Father in heaven. Matthew chapter 5 verse 16. For further information, contact 686-3845. 349-5178 or 342-7303.
Johnny Q Auto Parts Division says it's an assault on battery prices. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar. Starting from $488. Yes, $488. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed by Massey Automotive. And only available at Tobago Color Shop. Suppliers of paint, plumbing, and hardware materials. Old Farm Road, Shore Park, Tobago. Open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call 725-5873 or 474-2456. And in Trinidad at Johnny Q, 15 R. Peter Avenue, Woodbrook. Remember, batteries from $488.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers. A full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring.
Let's come together in support of our fellow Caribbean brothers and sisters of St. Vincent in their time of need.
We at the Street 919 FM would like to ask the public of TNT.
Join us. Anyone wishing to join us can drop off items at the Street 919 FM front office located at number 56A Maraval Road in Port of Spain. Let's come together as one.
National Congress of Incorporated Spiritual Baptist Organization of Trinidad and Tobago. Liberation 2021 continues
to celebrate the 70th anniversary
of the repeal of the Draconian Prohibition Ordinance
of 1917.
Fulfilling our spiritual liberation. We carry out liberation observances on the IWER stage at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 14th of April 2021 with the Archdiocese of Garizon, Shouter, and Baptist churches under the service leadership of Bishop Jules Gemot and Bishop Philip Placide, together with His Eminence, Patriarch Dr. Stephen F. Julian,
His Grace Archbishop Anthony Ansel Goodrich,
and King Shepherd Ray M.S. Braffett.
See you there, Jesus loves.
Smile, beauty's in every aisle to take care of your body. We have all you need to stay healthy. Yeah, more to love. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you.
Pennywise gives you more to love.
You juice. You juice. And when me drink, we got a natural boost. Ginger, lion, turmeric. Give away every sickness. Get a bottle of this real spice. Make a healthy choice in your life. And let me drink up the juice. And let me drink up the thing from the roots. And let me drink up the thing from the fruits. The you juice. And root youth to the ultimate you.
Julia, how our daughter bright so?
What you mean?
Kelly's so young and already talking about when she gets her first job, taking out a mortgage with TTMF at 2%.
She knows about 2%?
Yes, 2% with no down payment as a first-time homeowner and the lowest rate on the market. We would not have to dip into our savings to set her up. Where she get all these brains from?
Her mother, of course.
TTMF, from here to home.
When you text on the Street 919 FM, you can win weekly fabulous prizes. Text to win. Using your B-Mobile or Digicel handset, text your name to 9191, which allows you to win. One winner will be selected every Friday at 5 p.m. Listen, text, and win. You can also view live streams on Facebook at The Street 919 FM and YouTube at The Street 919 FM. Text to win on The Street 919 FM.
We care for your eyes. That's why Value Optical recommends world-leading transitions lenses that protect your eyes from blue light and 100% of UV rays. They automatically adapt to changing light conditions, making life simpler and more comfortable for your eyes every day. Now available in 4 new style colors for you to personalize any frame and express your style. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Hey, Blaze, you're outside, boy? How you mean? I come out to win big again with the Playway Mega Mix. It's 85 to 1 for the Mega Ball, 110 to 1 for the Mega Ultra, and a huge 130 to 1 for the Mega Extreme. Plus, it's only $1 to play, so don't study them other places. The Playway Mega Mix is the best bet for value.
But that sounding like a plan. Give me the lucky mark one time now. Use the new Playway Bet Slip for a faster, easier way to play. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of number 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko in San Grande is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Sundays, Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. Wednesdays, we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Facebook, email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Now there's a new way to pay your electricity bill.
Quick pay your bills today. Quick pay, it's a whole new way. Online, pay your bill one time. Yes, there is a whole new way to quick pay for your electricity. Yes, they made it easy. Just enter your account number. 4 clicks and it's over.
Introducing Quick Pay, a new service from the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission that lets you pay your bill online with your credit or Visa debit chip card. Just enter the account number and contact information. Click Pay and you're done.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yo, this is your boy Ziggy Rankin, and right now you're listening to the Titans of Democracy. You don't know. Real talk.
Right, welcome back. Thank you for staying locked to the Street 919 FM. So, right, so we have some housekeeping to do before we get back into the discussions as we make our way up to 8:30, when we will be having the Playway Pick of the Day. So as I would have mentioned to you before we went to the ads, for those of you who are so inclined, get your numbers ready. So see if you could win some monies today.
So introducing the biggest flavor sensation to hit home, new Maggi green seasoning. Yeah, man. Prep meats with that mouth-watering, deep down to the bone taste of original citrus or spicy green seasoning made with Caribbean-grown fresh ingredients. New Maggi green seasoning. Try your bottled bundle today. And Text to Win continues this week on the Street 919 FM. You can win a Black & Decker durable non-stick surface 12-inch electric skillet. Yes, just by using your B-Mobile or Digicel handset, text your name to 9191, which allows you to contribute only $20 TT and gives you a chance at winning at the end of the week. The winner will be selected on Friday at 5 p.m. So you got to listen, text, and win. You can also view our live streams on Facebook at the Street 919 FM and on YouTube at IWER TV. So remember, text to win. National Congress of Incorporated Spiritual Baptist Organization of Trinidad and Tobago, Liberation 2021, continues to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the repeal of the Draconian Prohibition Ordinance of 1917, fulfilling our spiritual liberation. We carry out liberation observances on the IWER stage at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 14th of April 2021, with the Archdiocese of the Garisian Shouter and Baptist churches under the service leadership of Bishop Jules Jamot and Bishop Philip Placid, together with His Eminence Patriot Dr. Stephen F. Julian, His Grace Archbishop Patrick Brown, and King Shepherd Ray M.S. Braffett. Contributions in support of these campaigns can be made via the following. Using your B-Mobile or Digicel handset, text your name to 9191, which allows you to contribute only $20 TT. Or you can go to Fund Me TNT, choose the campaign of your choice, and contribute. To our U.S. fans, please use Cash App payable to 1-863-594-3659. Remember, we're streaming live on Facebook at the Street 919 FM and Neil Iowa George, on the YouTube at IWER TV. So contribute to show your support and always be a winner. This is how we do at IWER Stage. Blue Band knows that joy goes further when it's shared. So whether you're baking, cooking, making a sandwich, or snack, including Blue Band will help you to prepare great tasting meals that's sure to keep smiles on everyone's face. The world needs more joy, so spread it everywhere with Blue Band. Yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you. So real, get that perfect smile. Beauty is in every aisle. To take care of your body, we have all you need to stay healthy. Pennywise, yes, it's true. Pennywise, just for you. Pennywise gives you more to love. International cricket superstars Karen Pollard, Dwayne Bravo, Lyndall Simmons, and Riyad Emrit, even Raymond Ramnarine and Ravi B has all been using Omega XL for joint pain and getting great results. So what about you? Just pick up a bottle of Omega XL right now at all leading pharmacies or call Great Health Limited at 225-0410. So live long and stay strong with Omega XL. And it's that time of the morning for your Nescafe 3-in-1, a rich coffee aroma that builds your senses up, a flavor that you savor and overflows your cup. 3-in-1 coffee, cream and sugar, rich, right, and ready to go. A perfect Nescafe. Nescafe 3-in-1 coffee, cream and sugar. Just add water and experience the perfect cup of coffee every time. It's right and ready to go. Perfect Nescafe. Nestle. Good food, good life.
Right. Thank you, Bruce. Just to touch base with the folks who are engaging us on YouTube. So good morning to Corey McEwen, Heather Garcia, Gabriel Quinton, Marion Edwards, Dish Rubin, Kurt Shaw, Marilyn Frederick, Geneva Darby, Velda Collins, Terry Gay, Gemma Julian, Marva Jones, Alana James. Good morning to all of you. Juanita Nesbitt, Joycelyn White, Angela Hamilton, Merlin Charles, Charmaine Superville, Anna Sisnet, Alison Graham, Janet Armstrong and Margaret Toby. So good morning to all of you guys, and thank you for choosing the Street 919 FM as your frequency of choice this morning. So interestingly, Bruce, today actually is the 42nd anniversary of the last time that that the Soufrière volcano would have erupted back in 1979.
Okay.
Yeah, and so not to be outdone, the volcano would have repeated the theatrics of April 13th, 1979. I posted actually 2 photos on the street on our WhatsApp. Yeah, 2 photographs from 1979. One being of the ash cloud, and the other one being of a 30-year-old Keith Rowley. Yeah, that's Dr. Rowley.
I remember this picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
So press cut and 2. And 2. Nice.
Right, so on screen we have a picture of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley at he would have been about age 30 at that time, 30-year-old volcanologist in St. Vincent. Today marks the anniversary, as I would have just mentioned, of that eruption, which would have been significant at that time too. So, yeah, so for those of you joining us online, yeah, and that is the ash cloud from back in 1979.
And this one looks a bit more powerful than what we just see there. But
Yeah.
This looks a little more intense.
So, unfortunately for the folks in Barbados, they have to brace themselves for more ash cover coming their way from this morning's eruption. So, I hope that they are not too much affected, but I saw where the Prime Minister is appealing to persons, if you don't have absolute need to go outdoors, to please remain indoors. I saw where the ash cloud, the ash settling on people's homes, with the rain that fell yesterday, people's roofs collapsing, people's gutters.
Good, yeah, I saw a video of a lady showing you what's going on in the guttering, but the guttering is filled.
Correct, and so now it's leaking. It's causing leaks inside the people's house. So if it's not one thing, it's another. Yeah. But
good click back.
But it's things like these, Bruce, that show us how fortunate we are here.
Yeah. Cut on 2.
I mean, yes, we've had our, well, we get an earthquake back in, 2018? Yeah. But for the most part, we've been spared any sort of major natural disaster. But Trinidad, that is, I mean, Tobago get a little thing, but...
I asked my father to teach me to build my house.
Right.
The way he built his.
Yeah.
Because when I watched that house shake, and nothing happened, I say, yeah, Dad, you need to give me that. I need that blueprint. I need that blueprint.
I think that's probably the biggest threat that we face. Because we keep hearing that Trinidad is due for a major earthquake. We've been hearing that for a while now, but yeah. You know, like some people will be like, but how much years now? We hear Jesus coming and he ain't reached yet, so all who say, if we ever forget that.
And you know, as they start with that talk, it's when things will start to happen.
That's right. That's
right.
Be
careful.
Yeah, so again, folks, those of you who are so minded, if you want to donate to St. Vincent, there are a number of organizations that have things in place where you could drop off, but the Street 919 FM is also a part of that effort. So to our loyal listeners, you can feel free to come and drop off whatever it is you may have at our station here on Maraval Road, and efforts will be put in place to have those get to where it's needed in St. Vincent as soon as possible. So the Galleons Passage, as we know, should be on its way now to St. Vincent with about 50 members of the Defence Force of Trinidad and Tobago who will be carrying supplies, much-needed supplies to the people of St. Vincent. And the intention is also for stranded citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to come back to Trinidad on the Galleons Passage. So all those who posting up on Facebook about people, the government have people exiled and in St. Vincent, they will be making their way back to the Trinidad and Tobago in short order. I also noticed, Bruce, something I saw in the news last night, which to me was mentionable, is that the Ministry of Housing has taken a decision to complete the towers in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Yeah, after some 15 years of.
I read that this
Yeah.
morning too. Yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
If there's one thing you must credit this government for is that when it comes to housing, that has been a priority for them. And I understand that they will be, the original intention was to put those units on the open market, but given its mandate to provide low-income housing, the HEC will retain the towers, and it will be sold to persons within the income bracket of between 5,000 to 9,000, and they'll be able to purchase it on a rent-to-own basis at between $1,200 to $1,500 a month. And it's about 140 units, I think, those two towers
But I'm bad.
accommodate. Yeah.
At least you're paying that particular rent, and when at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. You have
it's
something.
yours.
You have an asset that you could pass on us rather than it being dead money. So kudos to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Kudos to the Minister of Housing, Ms. Penelope Beckles-Robinson, and the folks down at HTC for this initiative, and I'm certain that it would be appreciated. Last week I went to visit a colleague of mine who lives in Napoyo Court in Malabar. Mm-hmm. That was one of the housing developments that the People's Partnership abandoned in 2010. And these units, this is just behind Larry Gomes Stadium, and they were about 90% completed. It was when the PNM demitted office in 2010. And the People's Partnership left it abandoned, and they were vandalized. And today, the units are complete, occupied, and I got the opportunity to go in, and it's really nice. Really, really nice. So for the 5 years that they were left abandoned by the People's Partnership, where the persons who occupy these units now could have been paying a mortgage towards owning these units, they would have been paying dead money in rent. So thank goodness the PNM would have come into office in 2015 and seen it fit to not only complete those units, but units around the country that were abandoned. Fort in St. James, right behind by the cemetery down there.
Good. Yeah, but that been there.
Yeah. Those two are now occupied, I think, mainly by persons from the protective services. Okay. Yeah, so, but people are now owning these units as opposed to what would have obtained under the People's Partnership. Well, as Baratari would have mentioned, all the money that they would have spent increased the budget from 42 billion to 65, and all of these units were left abandoned. What did they do with the money? We don't know, but yeah, I'm sure the literati will tell you they built 106 schools and they paved road. Yeah. Where? So apparently housing wasn't as important as building schools. But that's what we are offered. That's what the UNC offers you as good governance. And that's why it's up to you to make sure that they remain in opposition for perpetuity. And as long as Mrs. Prasad Bisasa is there, that is likely to be the case. So please keep her there. Keep her there. Yeah. Right? Rodney Charles say he desperate for the vaccine because he don't want to leave the parliament in a coffin. But up to now, you ain't going to take your vaccine yet?
Why you ain't going to take it?
I don't know. That's how that puppy show thing with them. Waste that time. Waste that time. That's all I talk and more talk. Kamala falls into the bracket. She's over 60 and she has comorbidities. She ain't going to take it yet. We want vaccine and the government for long and the job and vaccine.
Yes, games, only games.
Games, that's all. Waste that time. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dominic and Romain. You know, speaking of Kamala Prasad Bisasa, you folks read an article yesterday in the news, because apparently she's trying to be very relevant, you know. This article says, Kamala, Prince Philip was great inspiration. That referring to the death of Prince Philip. So I know that all I have, I know there's things to talk about there, but I know we have things to talk about with concerning the crumble. Let me read a little piece. This was on the this was yesterday, the 12th. That's what she said. Let me see what she said. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa has sent her condolences on the passing of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. I joined the global community in offering my sincere condolences to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, all members of the royal family, as well as the people of the United Kingdom, on the passing of His Royal Highness Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Right? She said she was privileged to have met Philip when she served as chair in office of the Commonwealth during a visit to Australia in 2011. We sat together at the same dinner table, and he proved to be a charming and jovial individual. Right? I ain't want to move much yet, but let me say, The last part is love for humanity, dedication to family, commitment to the UK people, and his ability to always stand strong in the face of adversity, as in World War II, made Prince Philip a giant amongst men. May his soul rest in peace. Well, I know if I go there, we'll have a long discussion here, but I wish you would have commented his grandson who had to leave the country.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yes.
Well, you have a good day.
You too.
He's a giant amongst men, that's what she said. But she's trying to be relevant now, so you have a good day. Food for thought.
You too. Thank you. All right, so we're making our way up to the 8:30 time slot where, as you know, we have the playway pick of the day. So get your numbers ready, folks. Your capiche, as they call it. You know, there are people listening out who looking to win some money. So, yes. Hello, good morning.
Morning again, Dominic.
Yes, sir.
Yes, recently, Courtney, who went to the EBC. You want to talk about housing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was working with a housing, the top of 1%. That former mayor, Paula Spain, had a company, or was probably had a shares in a company that was building what we call Greenvale.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When UNC came into office, that was stopped.
Right.
In order to win where Julian John was going was La Hafeta Talpa, right?
Correct.
They finished that housing scheme and left the one across the road where you're talking about on the other side.
Yes.
You understand my logic, sir?
Yes, yes.
But today, these same people went to the EBC just a few days ago to want to tell me about voter padding. You understand? They didn't finish the housing scheme you're talking about, but they finished this one. But these same people tell me about 1%.
Yes.
And they finished one for 1% also, not so? Enjoy your morning again.
Thank you. You know, Bruce, I keep hearing the UNC say that they put out a press release wishing the Prime Minister well, and search high, search low, I can't seem to find it, right? So I went, and every press release that they put out, they post it up on their UNC Facebook page, right? And I've searched and I can't find it. But what I did find around the time that they said that they posted it was a press release entitled PM's Crudeness Knows No Bounds. And it reads, Keith Rowley displays the same old nasty behavior even while on his alleged COVID-19 sickbed. His crudeness knows no bounds, but this should not come as an astonishment to anyone. Even while the Express improperly condemns the leader of opposition and vulgarly associates her with cyberbullies and hate speech for things she had not done, Keith Rowley was personally insulting me for actually wishing him well. In quarantine, the Prime Minister derided my genuine and sincere wishes as a sham and went further to call them the fumbling, insincere mumblings of the accented. This is Rowley's normal, repellent attitude. Given the Express's supposed deep concern about well-wishes, where was the Express's condemnation of Keith Rowley when his political colleague and leader, the late Prime Minister Patrick Manning, was struck with a serious stroke that eventually ended his life? It will be recalled that on a public political platform, Rowley took delight in telling his audience, I want to tell you something. I am from Mason Hall in Tobago, Mason Hall very close to Likoto. Did the Express ever find the time to condemn Keith Rowley for his cruelty towards his PNM colleague and leader, Patrick Manning? This extends beyond double standards. It is pure political mischief by the Express going out of its way to predictably attack the opposition. Keith Rowley's vile utterances fit together with his lack of human compassion and empathy, cruel policies, and constant colossal lies. Even the post he made last evening on the official page of the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago about him having undergone an MRI examination has been proven to be a big lie. We asked the Express, how is it then the UNC's fault that the people ask questions about the actual state of the Prime Minister's health? Like the boy who cried wolf, the population of Trinidad and Tobago have become cynical and lost all faith in the truth or sincerity of just about anything that comes out of Keith Rowley's mouth. Again, we wish to reiterate to the Express, the UNC is not responsible for the outpouring of hatred, scorn, and contempt toward the Prime Minister. Keith Rowley needs to take a look at the man in the mirror. Right. So they are not responsible, but it is your disgusting, vile supporters are the ones who have that outpouring of nastiness. But yeah. Yeah, so folks, the play we pick up the day is coming up. Get your numbers ready, Mrs. Crosby, Mrs. Giuseppe, Mommy Sauce, Mano, Coco. our regular callers who usually get it right. They get it right yesterday?
I can't remember, you know, I didn't check. I didn't check.
Yeah, so pull out your play with diaries.
Saltfish and tea.
So yes, saltfish and tea. What all your dream last night? Come on, let's turn your dreams into money. And big money too.
Done.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah, you have it. You have the Mega Ball and the Mega Ultra and the Mega something else. Mrs. Crosby is our resident expert on that. Yeah.
Yes.
So
it's
about that time, folks.
So we are doing this for the 10:30 a.m. draw.
Yes.
Right. So I want to know what you're feeling to play this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What you feeling to play this morning?
Yes.
Right, so we have the as Dominic was saying, we have the Mega Ball that's 85 to 1. The Mega Ultra, that's 110 to 1, and the Mega Extreme, which is 130 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So hey,
yeah.
So we're getting ready to take your calls as you see. We jump inside, we're ready for the call. So don't even wait, just start a call. We want numbers this morning.
Yeah, continue last 5 into 500. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So those of you who are so inclined, I don't say we tell all the guys spend last $5 and then yeah. But so far we've had a good track record in terms of our callers picking the correct numbers.
Yes.
So today could be your day to win.
So we'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
This is Playway Pick of the Day on the Street 919 FM.
Hey, Blaze, you're outside, boy? How you mean? I come out to win big again with the Playway Mega Mix. It's 85 to 1 for the Mega Ball, 110 to 1 for the Mega Ultra, and a huge 130 to 1 for the Mega Extreme. Plus, it's only $1 to play, so don't study them other places. The Playway Mega Mix is the best bet for value. But that sounding like a plan. Give me the lucky mark one time now. Use the new Playway Bet Slip for a faster, easier way to play. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
The Playway Jumpy. Have everybody. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes, folks, so let's see who has the correct number today. Who is going to enrich pockets of the listeners of the Street 919 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, morning.
Morning.
Yeah, the only capricha I got this morning as I opened my back window, I saw 2 blackbirds on the wire.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2, 11 and 17.
11 and 17.
11, 17 for pick 2.
Right.
Okay.
Nice.
I ain't playing today, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pick some days, and pick up speed again.
Right.
Okay, right.
Yes, so you all know Ms. Crosby, take it from her. So far we have 2, 11, 17. Right. Mano, what say you? Looking for numbers here, Mommy Sauce. What you have in the bag? Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, well, I dream a little puppy now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I like dog.
Right.
Yeah. Also, man, with that dog.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. You want to give me my money. And I also like 14, the under 8.
Right.
So dog named Tiger. Right? 8 spider have 8 legs.
Right.
And dog also named Tiger, which is, 36.
Yeah. Right.
No, dog. What
dog
is
what?
Like a studying man, no?
20. Waro get
Right?
confused, Coco.
Mano, bring the money. You can navigate it, William.
Oh, God.
Coco, it is.
Yeah. That's how I would take the get the pants so good to run with me. Play me play away. Bring my money.
Maro, carry the woman body for she for please.
Yeah, I just want to send some love to the Mariah, you know, in Sharon. Bless up to them. They're always locked on.
Nice.
Thank you.
Right? Bless up to them.
All right. Thank you, Coco.
Bring my money.
Maro, come, go and play a mark and carry the woman money for Hannah, man. What's going on with you?
Jackass, a whole lot of monkeys on a list. A whole lot of people can't resist. A dream that
342-0081 4665391. What your dream last night? Come on, we enter the play. We pick of the day. We're looking for numbers. People trying to win some money, folks. So the regulars, Mano, you still Coco knock you off. Come. Is William, she said? Come, Maro. We are first. This is Giuseppe. He was in a bus today. Miss Giuseppe called me a couple times last week and she had it to know. Yeah, but she didn't play.
Call us up.
Call us up.
We need some numbers before we close up the segment.
Well, the regulars this morning, ma'am. All in play. What today is the
like everybody get their winnings yesterday and free to call.
Yeah.
We will find out, you know. We will find out, you know.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Dominic.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Romain.
Morning.
Good morning, the titans of democracy.
Parsley Street.
Yes, blessed love. My number is 33, 34, and 2.
That 2, boy. That 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
This old lady have to come.
Right.
Go leave my old man alone. Man, lover. Morning. Thank God.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bruce, when is the pension tomorrow?
Tomorrow is the 14th?
Yeah.
It's not the 15th?
Well, something around the 14th or the 15th or so, man. Oh, call and tell me now, man. Yeah. Yeah, your lady and them defending you, you know. Is that wrong that time, anymore?
You might know, we know it.
Yeah.
If you only say that loud, you might end up in problems. So people remember you can win you have a chance to win if the Mega Ball calls 85-1, the Mega Ultra 110-1, and the Mega Extreme 130-1. Yes.
is a dreamland zombie. Now everybody is a...
Yeah, so we have about a minute again, folks. I'm going to see who we have here. Does this person have the winning numbers? Hello, good morning.
Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow the 15th. No, not tomorrow. The 15th is the NIS.
The 15th, all right.
Yeah.
I like 15.
Man, come on.
I like 15, Dominic. Yeah, I call it 15 this morning. I like 15.
Mano, you're hiding like what's boy, come out now, man.
So, folks, that was our Playway pick of the day. Right here with your Titans of Democracy for the 10:30 a.m. draw this morning.
Yep.
So, hey, go there and play those numbers and let us know. I mean, if you win, we can take out some to drink. Something small, you know.
Yeah,
so yeah. So that was our pick of the day, our Playway pick of the day. So keep it locked. We'll be right back.
That's right.
That I don't know what to play by. What you dream last night?
That was the Playway Pick of the Day on the Street 919 FM.
Hey, Blaze, you're outside, boy?
How you mean? I come out to win big again with the Playway Mega Mix. It's 85-1 for the Mega Ball, 110-1 for the Mega Ultra, and a huge 130-1 for the Mega Extreme. Plus, it's only $1 to play, so don't study them other places. The Playway Mega Mix is the best bet for value.
But that sounding like a plan. Give me the lucky mark one time now. Use the new Playway Bet Slip for a faster, easier way to play. Players must be 18 years and over. Please play responsibly.
Right, so we're back as we make our way up to the 9 o'clock hour. We continue to take your calls as we monitor what's happening in St. Vincent. For those of you who would have just been joining us, there was another eruption earlier on this morning, just before 7 o'clock. Today being the 42nd anniversary of the 1979 eruption. So it seems that there's a pattern in terms of when this particular volcano tends to erupt. So the 42nd anniversary, those of us, well, some of us would not have been alive at that time. Certainly I wasn't around yet. But those of you who were, if you can remember, maybe you can call in and give us an idea as to how things were last time. But the country seemed to have fared pretty well. They would have made a recovery, and now they're under stress again. So whatever you can do to contribute to assist in the situation. I mean, our neighbors, Venezuela, 20 tons of food aid has been delivered to St. Vincent from Venezuela. We know the challenges that Venezuela are facing. So come on, if they could do it, we can certainly make a contribution. Hello, good morning.
Hi, morning, Dominic.
Yes, sir.
I was around that time, but I wasn't that. But anyhow, what I remembered is that I used to sell in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And based on that, and we always keep these people down like if they have no value.
Right.
Based on 90% of our goods, provisions, sweet potato, eddos, yam, dasheen, plantain, up to this day, comes from that island.
Mm-hmm.
So I would expect within the next week, when we go to the market, we'd expect to see increase in market goods.
Yes.
They bring provision, and they buy juice, soft drink, water, toilet paper, and they are traders.
Mm-hmm.
They exchange their goods, collect money, and they purchase back. Long ago, they used to. Now, if you go in the market, you see every single company, from Charles to Solo to Coca-Cola, line up. Long ago, there used to be vendors in the market used to supply those goods.
Right.
Or we will call small wholesalers. Now, the actual company of themselves come to the market on a particular day, and they supply these goods. These fellas pack it in a box and a basket. Bruce Wayne, long time, you know what's actually?
Yeah.
There was a man, and I tell people, we keep talking. 3/4 of us here have somebody in St. Vincent, Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia. We have some generation. There was a man long time they used to call Beige. Right? A tall red man. That time to buy a van, when you see a van long time, you had to have money. I tell you about long time. That was a rare thing to see a Datsun pick up or a Mazda pick up. And this man used to push this trolley. When you go in town long time, you see men loading trolley and pushing trolley from which part you see where they call the bus PTSD. All across on the next side was dry goods store. You see men pushing trolley from there to the wharf with goods. And they're pushing goods from the wharf all the way to Port of Spain Market. You believe that, my brother? Enjoy, lady.
Thank you. So first an account there. So we continue to take your calls 342-0081 466-5391. Hello, good morning.
Yes, blessed morning.
Morning, sir.
About area. You see, most of our provision really and Grenada. And they come on a, let me say, Tuesday, and on the Thursdays, they do the intertrade. They buy the stuff that is needed in St. Vincent here, and it goes up on the boat Thursday, and Friday, well, they must be distributed. But what I would like to say is that the people in St. Vincent are resilient people, because what happened in 1979, it didn't have no communication as how it has communication now. It didn't have no coverage of that event like what is happening now. It didn't have, let me say, the push or the support, the overall support to that event in 1979, because I can still remember that Dr. Williams, he sent people up there. He sent goods up there also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right, so thank you for that little bit of history there, caller. So still have about another 10 minutes or so to take your calls as we make our way up to the 9 o'clock hour. So again, as we mentioned, if it is that you wish to make a contribution and donation to the cause, to the relief efforts taking place or underway in St. Vincent, you can drop off your stuff here at the Street 919 FM. We're located on Marval Road, just opposite TTT. For those of you who may not be fully aware of where the station is located. So no amount is too small. Whatever it is that you could donate would be significantly appreciated by the folks in St. Vincent. No doubt, we understand right now one of the major needs is water. Drinking water appears to be a challenge for them, and also food supplies are also an issue, given the fact that vegetation, produce, and so on that would have been out in the fields are now covered in ash and cannot be salvaged. So, spare thought for the people of St. Vincent, really having a rough time of it. Just when they might have thought that they would have had a little bit of a let-up, they have had another significant explosion, eruption this morning. Yeah. So, I usually get a scripture on my phone every morning, and interestingly enough, this morning's scripture says, let me get it here, so applicable. It says, tell them to use their money to do good, and they should be rich in good works and generous to those in need, always being ready to share with others. 1 Timothy 6:18, a most apt scripture for what's happening today. So 342-0081, 466-5391. We still have some time to take your calls. Where's everybody this morning? What's going on? Let me see what some of the people are saying on our social media platforms. So good morning to Cletha Innes Elliott, Evelyn Augustine, Hugh Bridgman, good morning to you as well. Linda Jackson, good morning. Vonda Jeffrey, Clinton Douglas. So those are some of the folks who are taking us in on YouTube. Let me see what's happening on Facebook. Thank you again for joining us on both radio and social media platforms. Let me see what we have here. Yeah, if it is that you're trying to make calls and you're not getting in, you can always Right. Okay, good morning to Stephen Howard. Yes, I read you loud and clear, Stephen. I share your sentiments as well. Good morning to Daphne Paris, Maria Lyons, Glenda Bruce, Nat Turner. I'll still tell you good morning even though, Gavin Harrison, Daphne Paris. Right, so for those of you who are asking where Miss Felix is, we've had a change in the program lineup. So Miss Felix will be here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I will be here on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So that's the new lineup. So for those of you who may have missed it yesterday and you would not have heard the announcement from Sharon, we have a new Titans of Democracy lineup. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Sharon, and Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, myself, along with Bruce Wayne. Yeah, so 342-0081, 466-5391. Everybody log off already? Oh, come on, what's going on? Mano, I ain't here. You can call to give me my numbers. This morning, we're not hearing you. What's just there? Good morning to Jennifer Joseph as well, who is taking us in on Facebook. Okay, like people don't want to talk to me this morning, but well, I'm not going to tell you. Right. See here. Okay. So I'm seeing here that CNC3 would have put up opposed the Galleons Passage is on its way to St. Vincent and the Grenadines to deliver emergency aid, and apparently there are some reporters, some CNC3 reporters on board the Galleons Passage. So That's good. So we should be getting a ball-by-ball report, hopefully on tonight's or this evening's newscast. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Dominic?
Hi.
Okay, good morning, Bruce. How are you?
Bruce just stepped out of the studio.
Okay, Dominic, I am calling because I'm very hurt at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
I am from St. Vincent.
Right.
I am living in Trinidad for the past 40 years. And I am really hurt with what's taking place in St. Vincent because people are sending so much things, and this Prime Minister there is just suffering the people. And Dominic, I want to cry. My family, they don't even have water, and they can't get water. Last night I spoke to my nephew. He said to me, Auntie, I never smelled my perspiration since I born, since I know myself growing up. And he's 32 years old. He said, I can't bathe. Once a day I have to bathe. Only if I'm going to work I could bathe twice. He said I have to use 3-4 bottles of water to bathe. And he's talking about 16-ounce bottles of water. This man gets on the television and crying. You know what he's doing, Dominic? He is saying this person didn't, so he has his supporters going around. And they are telling you, if you is from an area that didn't support him, where he didn't win the election, nothing for you. And they would go to another house. So all this thing that is going to St. Vincent along with money, people is not going to get it. You know why people don't want to go in the shelter? Because they're not being accommodated properly. How you could build a shelter but send people to the school and the shelter have nothing in it to accommodate people? People have to lie on the floor the first night of the supper when they get there. They have to lie on the floor. They had nothing. You run in, you're thinking about taking pillow and blanket and sheet and all things, but you get there and you don't have anything to lie down on. So let people don't get carried. And you know what is hurting me too? I am willing to send some water and maybe they don't have rice and whatever to my family. But what is going on? They are not taking any individual packages that are going to your family. You have to send it to an organization. And when it gets there, the organization send it to the government thing, NEMO. And then they give who they want. The people who are sharing it out, they take what they want and they give who support the government. And that is not right. I know for sure my family didn't support them, so they are suffering right now.
Wow.
And other people are suffering. My brothers had a boat was coming here and transporting provision and things. And when we had the hurricane, they both ran aground. And all that the government got, my brothers have never get nothing to fix the boat. They had to borrow from the bank. Right now the boat is down and they're still in the bank. Yeah. So let people get carried away with this man grieving me. I mean, how my family them to get water? Huh? How they to get water when you picking and choosing the people to give the things that come in to give away to people? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why you stopping people? It have a lot of family here willing to send things to the family, but you got to send it to an organization, and you're not sure they're going to get it, right? You're not sure they're going to get it, so let people then get carried away with this cooking man, you know. And I think God is going to do something with him before long, you know. He had to get the donation of money to pocket it and do what he had to do and give who you want to give, and all the people who have it who are going to get a gift. And I am really, really hurt because I don't know what to do right now. I'm in a situation that my family is over there suffering and I don't know what to do, right? And I'm sure a lot of people is thinking just the way I'm thinking. I'm saying the same thing. So I want people to know this. We have to get things. We have to get things to our family in St. Vincent. I mean, we are from the Kingston area, so we are not really caught up in all that big set of ashes. But we have the problem with ashes because it's turn off the water. There's no water, there's nothing. The food stuff is running out. Who they will go to? They would not get anything because they're not going to give my area nothing because my area did not vote for Gonzalez. So everything you see going to St. Vincent, this morning my daughter called me from the state. She said, Mommy, I am seeing on Facebook where people are saying all the stuff that is coming. The man is packing it away. What you packing it away from people suffering? Why you think the people don't want to move from where they are? Because they know they are not going to be accommodated in the shelter or wherever they put them. You go to the school for water. We have no water here. The people have to turn back. What's going on? No proper accommodation. Look how long this stuff has been acting up. This man could have moved and make provision. He didn't do anything until the last minute when things gone bad. Now you're trying to move people. You should have moved the people already. These people just have to let loose the animals. Listen, Dominic, I'm really sorry and I'm grieving. You see people in St. Vincent, they will go lower than the earth because all the animals, all the provision, whatever, they would not be able to have anything again. The animal let loose because there's nothing to eat, no water to drink. Then you will have another thing popping up because when those animals die on the street and wherever, and that can start, you know what is going to happen then.
Yeah.
And this is what I have to say. And thank God that I get through that. I could ease my pressure down because right now, I believe my pressure, it was going sky high because I can't get to talk. Mr. Gonzalez is a wicked man. I am a Vincent, and I know what I'm telling you. The people in St. Vincent suffering with all that going there. They're still suffering because he's not giving out things to people who are in the private home, who are not in the danger zone, that had to be removed. But what they will get, food stuff running low, everything, what they have will run out, and water and everything, and they can't thing. You know what my nephew said? He said, Auntie, I have to block the bathroom tub. And when I bathe, I dip out the water and put it there to flush the toilet. That bad. And they have water catch up, but the water is going down because it's 2 of them in the home, it's 5 in another home, it's 3 in another home, and that's how it's going. Thank God they don't have any young children. Huh? And you stopping people and getting things by how much?
Thank you,
I'm really, really disappointed. And I want the people in Trinidad to know that Gonzalez and his people who support him is putting away the food and only giving it to people who support them. And that is the fact. Right? I'm not putting the radio station in any trouble. I am a Vincent and I know what I'm talking about right now. I'm going to make a call to my family, them again. It is unfair. It's not right. And he gets it on television and crying. What about the family you have over there crying? Huh? What about the family you have over there starving, crying, the water going down, the food stuff running out, and they don't have anything? And the family here can't send anything to them because when it goes to the organization, they're not sure they're going to get it. And this is the painful thing. Right?
All right. Thank you, Quinn.
Thank you very much for your time, Dominic. Thank you so much. Okay then. Bye-bye.
Wow. Well, folks, we're out of time, but not out of things to say. Thank you for joining the Street 919 FM, the frequency of choice this morning. So, we continue. Up next is Pastor Google. So join us again tomorrow morning, Bruce Wayne and Sharon. Remember, I will be back on Thursday. So I hand over to Bruce.
So we're going.
Ciao.